What is going on, everybody? So it has been a couple years since I posted anything to YouTube. I've been active on my other social media, my Facebook, my TikTok, and with my TikTok specifically, I've been really getting into posting about gardening. So anybody that knows me for a while knows that I've been growing hot peppers for the better part of, call it 10 years now or more, give or take. Used to live up north in Pennsylvania, had a winter that I was just, cabin fever like crazy. Wanted to get into doing something to keep my hands busy. My family and I, we've always done things in the winter like butcher, so we make our own bacon and sausage. I didn't have freezer or fridge space to do any of that at the time, so I started looking down the rabbit hole of like barbecue sauces, and I realized I'm not much of a barbecue sauce fan, so I thought hot sauce, and then I realized I couldn't really find good peppers, so I ordered some seeds and started growing, and the rest was history. So ever since I've moved to the northern part of Central Florida, I'm on the outskirts of the Ocala National Forest. So it's technically, I think it just got reorganized to 9B or reclassified to zone 9B, or in my micro pocket zone 10A. I think it's 9B. It was originally 9A. We still get some pretty wicked frosts. And if anybody's a gardener right now, we went through it, just as much as everybody else. So I thought this would be a really cool introduction to kind of show off a little bit of what I have, not to show off per se, but I just want to start documenting my fruit tree, food forest gardening journey a little bit more on YouTube and see what I can do to just help be a part of the community. Not even worried about building my own community as much as I am just learning so much more about people that are near me in my area, or can take things of interest from me that live in a completely different area, and put them into some sort of practice for themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what we've lost so far, and we've lost quite a bit. I've lost a few hundred, if not $1,000 worth of fruit trees this year, but I've also learned some incredible lessons. Like, I'm a northern boy. I'm used to growing northern things. Obviously, gardening in Florida is completely different than gardening up north, but the one thing I've learned is start growing much more cold tolerant varieties of fruit trees. Little teaser of what's behind me right now. One tree that did super well for me last summer and through this winter, I'm going to double down on them and still try to test the waters with some other tropical and subtropical varieties. So I'll take you through the property, show you just the little things here and there on how bad they look. Gary, they look pretty brutal. And just kind of talk about what my plans are moving forward in terms of what I'm planning at the moment, what I plan on planting over the course of the next few weeks, and we'll go from there. Real quick, just want to show you the power of wood chips. So Central Florida gardening, North Central Florida, just outside the outskirts of Ocala National Forest. Forgive the sound of my truck in the background. Sandy soil, right? Dead, light, sandy soil. You need to amend it, especially with organic materials such as wood chips. Here's why, right here. So, digging up some of these wood chips. Now, I nicked this guy, I think, so he looks to be in a little bit of trouble. But as we know, earthworms can grow back. But that's probably the fourth worm in that bin that I've found just from that small pile right there. And I haven't even begun to touch this large pile. But yeah, if you build your organic material into a massive clump, look right there. This is what you bring. You invite these guys in and you got worms. Super, super exciting. This is gonna be healthy around these fruit trees right here. Earthworms, baby. So I'm not sure exactly how I did this, but I did it. But this microphone wasn't paired to the receiver that's attached to my cell phone for 2/3 of this video, or what the video was intended to be. So I'm just gonna, for the sake of uploading something short, I'm gonna upload up until I lose audio and just give you a taste of what I'm working on now. from what I want to do on YouTube perspective, which is, surprise, gardening. I post gardening content on TikTok and my Facebook page. So yeah, I'm gonna do another video sometime this week because I got work tonight, so I can't go back and refilm it now. Maybe I'll do a voiceover, but for now, I'm going to give you the short Spaceballs version of this video, which is not really getting into what I wanted at all. But hey, I'm going to show you a couple things that I'm doing right now on my property. It'll give me a quick opportunity to figure out if I can start uploading mobile on YouTube, or if I got to transfer it to my computer and then edit it and go from there. So enjoy the little bit that you're going to see. It's not going to be everything I want it to be, but yeah. I'm going to start showing you all my fruit trees, my quote-unquote orchard, or our quote-unquote orchard slash future food forest, and then hopefully document the journey from there. It's not going to be this is how to do it right, because I'm learning. This is a northern boy that moved to Florida in 2018, still trying to figure it out in 2026 and beyond. So if you're up for that, come hang out, like the video, subscribe, and yeah, enjoy the journey together. Appreciate y'all. Bye. So just to give everybody an idea, since all my audio was wiped, I'm going to show you just sort of the back end of this. So I have this mound right here with black cow compost underneath and the mulch from my mulch pile over there spread across the top. I have watermelons planted in this patch, and then here I have Seminole pumpkins planted in this patch. So I'm pretty sure my audio went out when I was talking about Seminole pumpkins. They will continue to plant little finger roots into the ground every time a new leaf node pops out. So as they stretch across the ground, they plant little root plugs into the ground. So that way, if something happens to the initial plant here, the rest of the plant should continue to live and even thrive, especially in Florida. Seminole pumpkins are made for Florida's environment. So the goal is to sort of use the watermelon and the Seminole pumpkin as a natural ground cover out here. So that way it suppresses some of the grass growth, it shades and keeps the ground just a little bit cooler. And then I also get some pumpkin and hopefully watermelon growth and fruit production while these trees are super tiny and allow a ton of sunlight to come through. It'll allow me to still grow some other food types in here, sort of that grocery row gardening perspective like David the Good does with his food forests, especially in his Florida food forests, as well as sort of just other like syntropic style. I'm not claiming this to be syntropic in any way, shape, or form, but the concept behind that is to have taller layers with your lower layers stacked down in between each, so that way you can maximize food growth and production while your main canopy layer trees start to grow out. So that's sort of the idea right now. I'm going to go ahead and water this in, but yeah, that's going to be the end of this video simply because I lost all my audio. So I appreciate you hanging around, and I'll give you guys some more info on the rest of my property again once I have time to make another video, because I just don't have time for today, but I wanted to upload something. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you checking out my trees. There's a little bit of my trees that I got to show you. Actually, I don't even know if I get to show you my trees because I think my audio went out before I even started. But here's some of my fruit trees, and I'll give you some more details about these on the next video that I put up. So appreciate y'all. Take care. If you want to hang out for this random journey, I'm starting off with a banger now. This is going to be all about how to screw things up and learn from it. So enjoy, stick around, like the video, subscribe. I'll check you later.